Hi friend, I am Rajdeep Acharya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this series of this lecture, we are actually talking about the transcription in prokaryote, and in this lecture, we are going to cover the transcription termination part in prokaryote. So let's get started. So basically, when the core enzyme reaches the terminator site, there are some events that actually occurs. These events are: there is no further addition of ribonucleotide to the RNA chain occurs. The second event is the RNA molecule dissociate from the template strand. And basically the third event is the core enzyme frees itself from the template DNA molecule. The fourth event is the DNA strand in the melted region reassociate to form normal DNA double helix. And all of these events together called termination of transcription. And in prokaryote, termination is of two types. One is actually RHO independent termination, another one is RHO dependent termination. And at first we will talk about the RHO independent termination, and here is a schematic diagram that all of you can see. So in mRNA strand, the inverted repeat of G and C is present. So it is actually the mRNA strand. You can see that it is actually mRNA strand, and here GC rich area, that means in this region G and C nucleotides are actually present. When the RNA polymerase reach at the termination site, the mRNA form a hairpin loop structure. So you can see that when the RNA polymerase reach at the terminator site, the mRNA transcript start to form a hairpin loop-like structure. And basically this hairpin loop-like structure form because you can see that the inverted repeat G, C, G, G, C, G, they are actually attached with their complementary nucleotide like C, G, C, C, G, C. And basically when the RNA polymerase reach at the terminator site, the complementary nucleotide start to attach with themselves, and basically they form a hairpin loop like structure. The stem of this hairpin contain G and C of 7 to 20 base pair. So you can see that the GC rich area, so basically in this area the G and C is actually 7 to 20 base pair, and the poly U site of RNA attached with adenine residue of 3' to 5' DNA strand, and this attachment is very weak. That means, so you can see that in the mRNA transcript you can see that this is actually poly U site. So when the RNA polymerase reach at the terminator site, the poly U site actually attach with the adenine of the sense strand, and basically this make the attachment very weak. And after that, due to the weak attachment of A and U, I mean adenine and uracil in the termination site, the mRNA strand will dissociate from the sense strand of DNA. So you can see that this is actually the sense strand, this is actually the adenine, and this is actually the poly U site of the mRNA transcript. This attachment is very weak, so the hairpin loop like mRNA transcript start to dissociate from the sense strand. And now we will talk about the RHO dependent termination. So basically in the RHO dependent termination, the RAT site is present in the mRNA strand. So basically this is actually the RAT site where RHO protein will attach. So the RAT site is C rich and G poor site. So basically in the RAT site, the C nucleotide are present in heavy amount and the G nucleotide are present in very low amount. The RHO helicase or rho helicase will attach with RAT site, and it will start to rotate itself by hydrolysis of ATP. So you can see that ATP and H2O will react with the the RHO protein will utilize the ATP and H2O will react, and it will form ADP plus PI, and this will give the energy to the RHO protein or raw protein to rotate itself. And basically RHO helicase will reach to the site of termination and it will dissociate the mRNA from the 3' to 5' DNA strand. So this is how the RHO dependent termination occurs. So I hope today's lecture helped you a lot. Subscribe this channel, like this lecture, and if you have any kind of query, any kind of question, you can write your question in the comment section. We will answer you very briefly. Thank you so much for watching.